The Bermuda Triangle, also known as the Triangle of Death, is a place well known not only to lovers of paranormal phenomena. The area broke through into the consciousness of the wider community a long time ago. Do unexplainable things really happen there? What approach does science have to it? The Bermuda Triangle is located in the Atlantic Ocean, the boundaries of which are defined variously, but usually include the area between Bermuda, Miami, Florida, USA, and Puerto Rico. This place has become famous due to numerous mysterious disappearances of ships, planes, and other means of transportation. It is estimated that from 1800 to 1971, some approximately 60 vessels there. Some of the incidents that have occurred in the Bermuda Triangle area. By far the most famous of these is Flight 19. It was the one that largely influenced the legend of the Bermuda Triangle to come into being and is still cultivated today. The flight itself took place in 1945. American torpedo bomber planes flew into the designated area and then hearing of them disappeared. They suddenly disappeared from radars, and the bodies of the pilots and the wreckage of the machines were never found. The reasons for the accident remain unknown to this day, which had the beneficial effect of building a legend around it that has survived to this day. Another more high-profile situation was a group of 5 General Motors TBM Avenger torpedo bombers called Flight 19 that completed a routine navigation and combat exercise in 1945. Lieutenant Taylor was the flight commander and an experienced pilot. Suddenly, he unexpectedly lost his orientation. He thought the compass was malfunctioning, and the situation was made worse by inclement weather. Pilots lost in the Atlantic should head toward the setting sun, that is, west toward land. Taylor directed Flight 19 to the northeast. He changed his decision several more times and planned an emergency landing. Finally, the last signal from the plane dropped off. No one has seen the 14 crew members since they lost contact with Fort Lauderdale Naval Air Station on December 5, 1945. The airport sent a seaplane with 13 crew members to pick them up, but they too disappeared. After an unsuccessful search, the Naval Commission of Inquiry attributed the loss to unknown causes. In 1881, the sailing ship Ellen Austin sailed from Liverpool, England to New York. The captain made an unplanned decision to take a shortcut through the Sargasso Sea near Bermuda. The captain spotted the ship, which seemed suspicious to him. It looked abandoned, but he feared it was a trap, so he decided that Ellen Austin would stay at a safe distance and watch the ship for 2 days. After that time, he ordered some of his crew to transfer to the abandoned ship and sail it to New York. On the way, a strong storm separated the ships, and when the weather improved, the captain spotted the ship again, but this time deserted. Eventually, he let the ship drift at sea, and the Ellen Austin continued its journey to New York. The mysterious ship and its crew were never seen again by anyone. Among the hypotheses explaining the reasons for maritime and aviation disasters in the Bermuda Triangle area, there is one that speaks of the effect of methane bubbles on vessels. It seems to have a solid scientific basis, and may be the main reason by which the place is shrouded in disrepute. Methane deposits beneath the bottom, due to tectonic movement, can release deposits of this gas, which then begins to rise upward. As they approach the water surface, the size of the methane bubbles increases. Their size can be so large that smaller vessels lose buoyancy through them and sink. It is not entirely clear, however, how rising methane can affect flying craft, but the most commonly cited is the induction of turbulence, which then causes aircraft to crash into the ocean surface. Another scientific hypothesis is the identification of this region as prone to changeable and violent weather. This place has become a veritable avenue of hurricanes and squalls, which accumulate around the Atlantic islands and then pass through the Bermuda Triangle area with great momentum. The violence and short duration of such phenomena make them difficult to predict, and ships in distress may have very little time to react. Hurricanes are always dangerous, and this applies to large ocean-going vessels as well as small sailboats and aircraft. Presence in such an area generally heralds big problems, and the unpredictability of the weather increases the risk of maritime disasters and lost ships. This theory also has a solid scientific basis, so it cannot be ruled out with certainty. To date, about 2,000 people have never been found,